Hello to all my CMSA people on this lovely Tuesday night. It's been a while since League of Legends has been live, but we're here with invitationals once again. So for those of you that are new here, we do these invitationals after every season, as a kind of season send off for a fun little um more deep draft, since we only do like one game per team a night. This way you'll get to have more in-depth drafting with the fearless format. And with me tonight is Space Dandy as my
What's up,
co-host
everybody?
and Kelton as the cameraman and productions guy.
Hey, what's going?
Thank you to both of you so much.
Yeah, not a
And
problem.
as
Glad to be here.
yeah, as for the players and teams, we have Team Pink Ward Agenda with Gogi Daddy in the top lane, Maple Mamba as jungle, Psy Hero as mid lane, DRK as AD carry, Aspen Moth as support. And on the opposing team, Choke Me and River with Shrimp Wheels on the top lane, Gaijin as jungle, Moens mid lane, Tiltery Clinton ADC, and Graham as his support. So they're currently drafting right now, and we can just get into some of the speculations about what they might be drafting. As for the players, you might know them better because you've been playing with them all season. Is there anything we should look out for?
Uh, yeah. When I was playing with I've played with about everybody in this league. I mean, let's see here. Gogi Daddy has quite a agenda of champions that they play in the top lane. I mean, anywhere from spellcasters up to bruiser types like York and uh Mordekaiser. So I mean, he's a pretty big threat when it comes up to top lane because he just has all kinds of wild cards that you have no clue what they're gonna play up there. And then for the on the other side though, Gaijins, I have jungled against Gaijins very much this past season, and I will tell you what, they have grown into a heck of a good jungler. I they're the technique that they do is very like it's a clean repetitive one, but honestly that's almost what hurts you the most is the fact that they have such a preset game plan that if they keep that rhythm real good, they'll they'll keep you on your toes and almost get in the lead because of that. So both teams are stacked fairly well in my opinion. We're going to see some pretty good action tonight.
I'm looking at Gaijin, aka Obi-Wan Kenobi's game record, and it looks like they play a lot of tanks jungle. Sejuani, Nautilus, and Shen. So the Nautilus is an interesting pick because since this is fearless, if the Nautilus is picked jungle, it won't be available for supports going forward, which will limit the engage tools available for supports. Um, I'm assuming we're going to get a the Lissandra ban because Saihiro is a very well-known Lissandra main with
Yeah,
quite the amount of mastery on that champion. But I'm looking and I don't see any Lissandra, so I'm assuming it's been banned for them all season. And it looks like their go-to after that is Mel and Zyra. And I've personally played against their Zyra, and if you do not have an answer to those plants, then entering objectives will be very difficult. As for Maple Mamba, I do notice that his champion pool is quite varied. There's but it looks like it skews pretty heavy to the AD side with champs like Nocturne, Trundle, Vi, and to a lesser extent Skarner with a Graves in there as well. So it'll be
Also, thank
interesting.
you, Straw, for playing for the bits. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, John. My
Oh
apologies.
yes, of course. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they stack up to Gaijin's more supportive tank role with their Bruiser 80 champs, because Trundle's a very well known counter to champs like a Sejuani.
Hmm.
As for the mid lane, since I've already gone over Hero, I'll go a little bit into Moens, and he has quite the champ pool. I've faced him multiple times in the past, and one time that I really remember is picking Silas, and he pulled out an Urgot mid, and that was not fun for me. It was a very difficult. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, never mind. I It's not who I thought was playing mid lane. I had to relook at the list here. Because
Oh,
when
okay.
you said Urgot mid, I thought it was forget who else it was. They played Mundo mid a few times this season, and it's just well, we all know how Mundo is. It don't matter where it gets played. It Mundo can just run it down.
Yeah, but it looks like most, aside from Urgot that I've faced previously, they do play a lot of Aurelion Sol, Malzahar mid. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. They are a well-known Zillion player, and while Zillion can be played mid, I haven't seen them play it mid when I've gone against it, but I've also respect banned the Zillion quite a lot, so that could be why. Speaking of Zillion, though, Shrimp Wheels in top lane, also a well-known Zillion player, and Zillion is also playable top, we could say. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Zillion if it ever gets pulled out. But right now, it seems like he's been playing a decent amount of different type of champions top lane, from Darius to York, some Cho'Gath, Poppy. So he'll have and these more varied champ pools will be more beneficial for the fearless format.
That's true. Oh, but I think we are going to finally start seeing some action here on who is being banned and who is picking who.
Oh yes, champ select is about to begin.
Impure fools.
There we go. I thought our transition was unseen due to Kelp playing eugenics.
I'm on to you.
So with the Vayne ban, that's pretty easy to tell that it's targeted at the Tiltry Clinton.
Yeah, Tiltry's nasty with Vayne, and of course, as we kind of foreseen it, there goes that Zyra and Lissandra for Hero, because those are some nukes in his hands. And yep, there is the Swain top. That's what Gogi Daddy's top kind of main has been whenever they've been running top lane.
Yes, surprised to see the York banned from Gogi's side, as it's usually banned against them. Although they do have first pick, and speaking of which, the Nautilus, which I'll have to assume is going jungle to start.
Yeah, that's definitely oh, yeah. Might be a jungle or it might be a prio support, just so they don't show, the ADC, get counterpicked on an ADC or anything of that nature.
Oh, well, there's the Mel from Saihiro, presumably, which we'll see if oh wait, no, this is the other team. So they're stealing the Mel away from Saihiro, which is quite smart to do.
Oh yeah,
Mel not too in a good state right now, so we'll see how this turns out. But it's pretty good utility champ still, with good it can scale late if it gets good amount of kills early. Caitlyn into Ashe. Seems like Ashe would probably have the advantage here. Although we don't know the supports, which really could turn the matchup either way.
that is true. And there's Vex mid possibly.
That is, I would assume that's a Vex mid, yes.
I haven't seen Psy play Vex, so this is gonna be it's gonna be a little bit different. Get to see something a little out of his comfort zone that I usually get to witness.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. Leona for Graham. That's a classic. Now let's see what they've thought to ban with support and top lane left on the blue side, with jungle and top left on the red side. So Cho'Gath targeting that top lane
I won't be
with
denied.
Gogi Daddy.
There's the Sejuani ban against Gasians, which is a
Mm.
solid pick. Their Sejuani is insane. And plus that I'm personally also a Sejuani player, and once she gets a couple items under her belt, she's pretty unkillable. It's tough utility to fight against.
Some of these bans are CMSA staples, from Teemo to Yorick, Zyra, Nasus. I recognize a lot of these that go in just between both of the Pearl and Ruby leagues, it seems. A lot of players love these types of champs.
I would like to give a shout out here though to DJ Minister Mark. They gifted 5 tier 1 subs. And they
Ooh.
also cheered 1,000 bits. Thank you, DJ Minister Mark. Much appreciated.
The Urgot coming out top lane for the red side. Ooh, a Sona. That now, if anyone's played with or against me, they know that I'm a Sona enjoyer, so I will be looking forward to seeing how the Sona does. As the lane is weak, but obviously this champion scales like a monster for late game team fights.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But they'll have to be very careful, because one misstep into an Ashe Leona lane and you are done for.
Oh yeah. Most certainly.
And there it is. The looks like the Shen jungle or Shungle with the Gogi Alawi top into Urgot. Alawi, another champion that's a bit of a staple in our Pearl and Ruby leagues.
Oh yeah.
And
River Shen's back. Let's go.
for those of you who keep up with meta, there has been a new build with Shen jungle where he goes Protoplasm Harness. Like first item, I believe, and that's been taking off. I believe it's Expetu, or how you say that. That's been pioneering that build, and Shen's been rising quite a bit because of that. Although I've seen that Protoplasm Harness played a lot on both jungle tanks and supports now, as I've seen. So we'll see what the builds look like for the first items. Oh, and there we have it, the Urgot mid that I was alluding to. That'll not be easy for the Vex to kill. However, Vex does have that easy fear to prevent Urgot from just dashing on top of her, as long as she holds it.
That's true, and with the Vex's kit as well too, can sit back and do a little bit more poking as well. So there is a little bit of the range diff, but again, if Urgot gets the flip up, then it can be over for the Vex real quick.
Yeah. Right now, the damage share on both teams looks relatively well balanced. Um, what team, just based on draft alone, would you favor? Or do you think it's about even?
I think I almost think the uh, team with shrimp wheels, Tiltery, Grant, River team. They also have just the selection of champions. The more items they get, the stronger they're going to be, and they just seem like to me they got a little bit more of a scaling. So I'm going to go for uh, the River team.
Yeah. In that case, I will say the opposite, not to be a contrarian, but maybe to be a contrarian. I do think, and maybe some of that stems from my doubt of Mel as a champion in this current patch, but I do think um, blue side will have it easy for a while once they can get past those that scary early game from the bot and top lane. Although I'm not quite sure how the Alawi Spirit Pull interaction is with Mel's Reflect. I'd assume it does just reflect it like normal and will pull out Alawi Spirit if it hits, which will be an interesting interaction to see.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
All right.
to
Looks like we're
Summoner's
getting
Rift.
underway. Man, I honestly I'm a little bit on the edge of my seat. I love
Minions have spawned.
watching and seeing it from this kind of perspective. I don't get to do it very often, so again, I thank you for having me on and you know commentating and just enjoying and having a good night.
Yeah, for sure. As expected, no early invades thanks to the level or the 30-second earlier game spawning in waves. But who knows? Maybe someone later tonight will pull out an early invade just for the fun of it. DRK seems to be suspicious. Yep, there we go. You know that Leona will always prefer to play from the bush level 1 with an E start or a flash Q because Ash's early game is pretty scary with how strong she can stay on you.
And the slows. Oh, that's the thing I can't stand is the auto attack slowing you. And man, and speed is key in League of Legends. So if you're slow, you ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, and if there's one champ that
Oh,
can,
and Leona's
ooh,
going in on DRK. Tiltery following in, and Tiltery with first blood. Oh my goodness! And there we go. There's that Leona Ash combination. That the slow and stun is immaculate. almost guaranteed something every time.
Tiltree, a pretty well-known high aggro player. Oh, another skirmish in the mid lane. Flash out of Shen to secure the kill. Yep.
Oh, is Maple Mamba gonna come in and swoop up something? Nope.
2 flashes for mid flash and a kill. Seems like a pretty good deal if you're on the red side right now.
Oh yeah.
Very proactive early.
Oh yeah. Gaijin's with that Shen who just has an innate ability to just take any and all damage and, you know, brush it off like some dust off the shoulder. That it's just always crazy and doesn't even have anything built yet. So the scaling on that's just going to be disgusting later.
It looks like Shrimp Wheels, while he has the range advantage, is out of mana, so is a little struggling now in the lane. Where you kind of have to choose if you want to just take the back or not. Just to get that mana. But he might be waiting for a tier, so we'll see what happens there.
Oh, another
Rishon's coming up.
gank happening up top there.
That is 2 already from Gaishins. 1 successful and a second to get the flash out of top lane. Pretty strong start from Gaishins right now. Looks like Tiltree's might crash this huge double wave with tons of casters in the back. But notably, there is Maple Mamba currently clearing the Gromp behind them. So we might see a gank from him, or
Oh, and Shrimp barely gets out from the ignite from the Alawi under tower. Oh,
here's the bot lane gank.
yep, here's the backdoor bot lane gank from Maple Mamba, but it looks like the follow-up wasn't quite there, but that's okay. They tried their best. Nothing lost, nothing gained, but
Yeah, it looked like he was hesitant to go into Leona with the Ashe out of range.
which I don't blame, because, you know, Leona's the anti-tank tank. That's...
Yeah, you just press W and you have almost an Alistar ult.
Oh, it looks like possibly Gaishins might be pulling the same card here out of that deck. Might be doing a backdoor gank, possible. See Moen swinging around as well.
Good counter jungling from both sides. So far, top lane seems to be about even. Both sums blown on both sides. CS is around even. Mid lane's about a wave and a half up for the red side, whereas bot lane's more or less even as well, with Tiltree's team having a kill up. And it looks like the dragon will go to the red side, choke me in the river first. Seems like the dragon is...
I mean, that vision control that they got, too. I know there's a handful of people in this game that completely believe, and I agree, that vision is key when winning a game. If you got the vision control, then you ain't got no surprises coming to you.
Yes, and notably Pearl has been filled with quite a few supports, so even some of the solo laners are quite vision heavy, where you might not see that from a normal solo laner.
And let's see here. White grubs are up in a minute. As to first drag, and there has been a little bit of back and forth and a lot of preemptive striking and stuff, so we'll see what happens with the lane pressures and everything else as these main objectives come up.
Yeah, it looks like Sahiro's Catching up a little bit with Urgot having to back with no TP, getting a little bit of damage on tower and crashing a wave. Ooh. Gray going in. Oh, there's the cleanse out of the Caitlyn.
Ooh, Tiltery taking that tower shot could be a big change here. Oh, but that
Yeah, turn what was once a hard winning trade into more or less even.
Gaijin's hovering mid, trying to see if there's an opportunity, but looks like Sai Hero with their innate experience just learned to back off and then push in. But it looks like Gaijin's might be rotating up top now. Going in on
Another-
Gogi.
Oh, no ultimate
There's the
out.
taunt.
Yeah, not much you can do there. No flash up on Alawi. So you just kind of have to try and fight for your life there, but with that low of health, not much you can do. Especially against a Shen who can block your auto attacks.
And of course, Mel passive. That's always just a tough thing to get around as well. Oh. Sona ulted, but it was not quite enough for either of them to get out, and Tiltery and Gray get a double kill down in the bot lane. Some action going on at Grubs here. Gaijin's getting tossed around by Maple Mamba. Ends up flashing out. Urgot's moving in to help secure a kill possibly, and getting rooted. And Maple Mamba closing out mountains on Urgot.
So
look
I am.
like- Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I am noticing now that it is Maple Mamba stealing away the Nautilus jungle from Gaijins. So we will not be seeing that from Gaijins in a future matchup or in the next couple games. Now, Chukmian River is up by a pretty sizable lead, 2k gold around, but with a Sona on your team and a melee to range top, you kind of expect to lose a little bit early, so they're definitely not out of the game yet. Just gotta wait for those 5v5 team fights, or have Alawi split push and make it 4v4 or 4v5, and see if Alawi can get some work done on those side lanes with all the new tower plating. It looks like Caitlyn's about 1k gold up, and that's or Ash is about 1k gold up on Caitlyn. That's a sizable part of their lead for the Took Me in the River team. Oh, that is a early Infinity Edge out of the Ash. So that is scary. And what that will do is increase the slow on Ash, making it even harder for that Caitlyn Sona bot lane to escape once they are caught.
And we just saw Leona try and roam up mid, and but are they paying for it? Is the roam going to
Fighting
pay
the
off?
dragon.
They-
Ash ult hits. Ooh, it looks like red side might have the advantage now. Yeah, it looks like Pink Ward Agenda used all their damage on the Leona, but was not able to keep up after that.
Yep, and the combination between the damage Urgot can put out along with Tiltery slowing, they ended up catching out the Sona. So that, I'm telling you, just having an Ashe on your team for that slowing it's a tough thing to fight against.
Yeah, not to mention fully stacked lethal tempo and IE, that's pumping out damage. Hard to fight against.
And red
So
team
they-
ends up securing Cloud Drake.
It does mean Choke Me in the River is one dragon away from Soul Point. So this next dragon will be decently important.
Oh,
In order
Zaya
to stop the dragon. Good kill on the mid lane by Moens with this permanently E forwards onto the Vex. Chainlace gauntlets or boots coming out from the Urgot, making it really hard to chunk him out of lane now.
Gogi Daddy being very aggressive, trying to get this kill on Shrimp there, and ended up backing up, which I don't blame. Tower diving's really hard against a utility champ like that. That can stun you under tower, and DRK ends up getting caught. And I mean, though, jungle support and Tiltry are moving like a major unit right now, and that's a big threat to them because that's just a lot of slowing and stunning and taunting. That's a really tough thing when, you know, there's a lot of crowd control that you gotta try and push through.
Yeah, and looks like they are going to take this mid lane tower. Oh, another flash E from the Shen.
Oh, but Maple's here trying to help do some peeling while Sai Hero does the damage. Oh, and Graham taking both of them tower shots ended up giving Maple Mamba the kill.
1-for-1's not terrible, and there's Shen flash on cooldown now, so you'll be able to play around that. No more E flash.
And the Leona Ignite is down as well too, which will really help keep Maple Mamba alive just a little bit longer without that little ticking true damage.
Oh, Aspen face checks the wrong bush as Tiltry was there, ready to kill.
Oh, and Mamba just barely missed the hook on Moens there. That could have been a big power move right there and ended up possibly getting a shutdown. As we can see, Red Team has a lot of shutdown golds going on right now, so if anybody on pink agenda ends up getting one of them, they could really turn the game really quick. As Red Team secures Rift Herald. Looks like they all might rotate up top and do a power pull on Gogi here and get a major push. They might insta-drop Rift.
Yeah, but this tower is fairly strong right now, even with the crystals ready to pop. But it looks like they are backing off and respecting the Alawi with ultimate and flash ready. I do think if you're Pink Ward agenda, you want to wait until your Caitlyn has an item or two. Ooh, nice predict. It looks as if Tiltry his aggression has got the better of him this time. Maple Mamba was there to punish the aggression onto the Caitlyn by the Ashe. So a major shutdown, I believe, onto the Caitlyn, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, that
You want-
ADC needs to get as much gold as possible, as fast as possible. More items means more damage, and if you can get the damage out before everybody else, then hopefully that'll, give you more of the push that they need to help make the better effort.
Yeah, Choke Me in the River does have another fight happening in mid lane. Oh, Shinnel comes out to try and save. Oh no, taunted under tower. That is unfortunate. With a good hit on the yeah, good hit by Moens with the Argot ultimate. Will Pink Ward Agenda choose to back down from the dragon now that they are down a player? Will they try and play off of the cooldowns used? It seems as if they are going to back off for now, getting over Soul Point.
Which Mountain Soul is huge for the Urgot and Leona being able to go in there and just bruise or battle till their heart's content.
Yeah. Same with the Shen, although it does seem as if they're going a more HP stacking build with the Heart Seal into what I assume will be a Titanic Hydra.
Oh, and Shen with the taunt on Aspen on the Sona, and Tiltry throws an ice arrow and stuns her.
All the stuns coming
double
out.
kill.
Yeah, this bot lane from Choke Me in the River has quite the good long range stun ultimate combo. Where you think you might get away, but if they haven't used those ult yet, you're probably not getting away. Because that is 2 ults you have to dodge from long range. It looks as if the gold lead has ballooned to about 5k, but I've seen 13k gold leads swing even in at the highest levels of League of Legends, so anything is possible. As Blaine would say, all games are winnable.
Oh yeah. Plus, blue side, Pink Ward Agenda. They also have objective gold going on here as well too, and there's still 3 bounties left out as well too. So that gold lead could instantly swing back on over to their side as well too.
Yeah, one good team fight, and if you could get Alawi to ult on top of the 3 melees with a little bit of backup, you will definitely do a lot of damage. Another bot lane fight. Aspen getting picked out again.
Oh, and Tiltry's going for it. Are they going to get out? Oh my goodness. Oh, and sidestep the Vex ult into the then put him in the grinder. Oh, but this Alawi damage, the bruiser, the beatings.
Oh, that is
double kill. And as Mamba cleans up the last one, finally got an ace in the game. Wow, that was a lot of action, a lot of stuff going on right there. Woo!
Wow. That Alawi, I don't want to say I called it, but I did say once you get that ult on those melee carries, or those melee champs, you have a ton of tentacles you can get out.
And Twitch also, they got that Divine Sun, or that Sundered Sky now too, and, on Alawi, man, that does a lot of healing for her.
Poggle calling out the Ignite, the anti-heal, possibly a fake mechanic in the game against something like Alawi. Dr. Mendo. Yeah.
That is true. I am super surprised that nobody's bought any anti-heal on Choke Me in the River. I mean, with a thick Alawi and and a Nautilus on that team, that's a lot of health regeneration that they really got to push through.
Moens will not let up on this Vex, as he has come to show that he is the Urgot King, whether it's mid lane or top lane. Alawi's trying to 1v2 against the bot lane of Choke Me in the River. Unfortunately, this Ashe is quite big and has bought Blade of the Ruined King, so that is not a good sign for a champion that does not have any armor for now.
And as Mamba tried going in and chasing down Tiltary to try and secure a kill, of course that Leona, the anti-tank tanker, flipped the script with a constant EW Q combination, and it's rough, man. But it was still an honest try on Mamba's part, big time.
Yeah, and as they say, you miss every swing you don't take.
I respect the hustle. I jungle. I like diving in and trying to at least secure that one.
Tilter is pretty far up, but his jungle and support are on the dragon currently and can move down to help him if need be. Blue side has no vision on this dragon. Oh. No spirit pull available for the
Oh, and
pull.
a two-person stun on the Leona R as Tiltary secures not one, but two. And will a third follow up? Oh, Leona landed the E. Tiltary's trying to follow up, but they don't have the wave, so sadly they gotta back off. Cannot chase under tower.
The attempted steal by Maple Mamba, definitely a good look, but it does not seem to have been successful this time. So,
Oh,
Choking the
Maple
River will
set
get
up
multiple.
by throwing up the Ashe. Man, that Leona just keeps body blocking so much. And wow, ended up turning it right around again.
The CC out of this Leona is doing work. And this Ashe is quite fed at this point. There's the anti-heal bought by the Leona to start. Now that will hinge on Alawi deciding to auto-attack the Leona for it to proc, but at this point, maybe you just shred the Leona with Ashe, and maybe you don't think you need the anti-heal directly.
I could agree with that.
But yeah, this Mountain Soul is definitely going to make it difficult to fight now, especially with these three tanky frontliners for the Choke Me in the River team. Ooh, another pick onto Maple Mamba, possibly? Oh, nope, he gets out. Good flash.
And he survived the Urgot R. Ended up
Leona's-
next on Mamba, but then outlived it.
Leona winning the solo fight onto the AD carry. Oop, there's that reflect out. Good job by Shrimp Wheels. And it seems as if they're going to continue pushing the mid wave and look for this tower. Oh, wow, that tower dive was quite fast. This Ashe does a ton of damage with 3.5 items.
That turret only tickled that Shen. I told you. It just seems like he's just built to absorb anything and everything. Nothing stops that character.
It looks like they're looking to wrap up this game with Tiltary continuing to click forward on this Ashe. Putting out a... Oh my... Quadra kill out of this Ashe. She only clicks forward. And looks like the first game will be taken by Choke Me in the River. Their early game comp and early game plays seem to have paid off after all.
Good, good, good fights all around, though. I mean, some of that action there in the jungle where we first saw everybody just knocking each other out, and Alawi came in and 1v3'd and almost ended up taking out the rest of the team. Man, there was a lot of good action that game from both sides, and both sides played very well. I'm excited to see now that they got kind of that fire lit under them. You know, let's see if Pink Word Agenda ends up just taking that spirit and just wanting to rise and redeem next game. I'm excited because
Yeah.
that gets me going when I want to try and redeem myself in it.
All right. Put in chat who you want to see interviewed for Choke Me in the River. We have votes for Mowens, Graham, Kiltery,
I see two
Graham.
grams. Give you guys another few seconds to kind of throw in. Oh, another gram. And Agations.
All right. Looks like we will be taking Graham. Hopefully they aren't in the middle of talking about their strategy for next game. Hello, Graham.
Hello.
That
Why,
was
hello.
mighty fine Leona play by
Oh,
you.
thanks.
As a person that has a special place in my heart for Leona, you played it immaculately.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, you were just flowing through your combo almost perfectly each time, and I mean, you were body blocking, sidestepping, and just wow.
Yeah, I feel like
That
I'm
was
hitting on
something.
all cylinders tonight, which is fun. I'm glad I'm getting to play that for y'all.
Well,
Yeah, and I
great.
noticed your team drafted quite the good early game comp and played quite aggressive early as well. Is
Yeah,
that
that
the
was a lot of
plan
fun.
for the night, or was that just something that just happened to come together at the last second?
That sort of yeah, crystallized in the moment. The the draft was a little bit confused in the moment, but it really came together there at the end, and we're like, well, yeah, let's run at them. So um, it worked out, and
Which,
we'll see if we can do it again, I guess.
yep,
Yeah, it
which
looks
I
like
was
their
chat was just
chat is
asking
asking
about.
about Meltop.
Mel Top. Yes. The original plan was for that to be Mel Mid, I think.
I see.
Before, um, I can't even explain what happened in that draft. That there was
No, no
there was
worries.
some there was some upset voices for a minute or two there, and then we're like, you know what? This is all gonna be fine. We can do this. Um, we'll play Mel Top. They'll never see it coming, and it will be a bit of uh, a psychological trip for them. Win or lose, it'll be a good time. And oh, yeah, and then Shrimp Wheels played it to the hilt, and we got 2-0 out of him.
Yeah,
Perfect game.
the Mel takeaway from Psy Hero is not the only one. We did see Gaijin lost the opportunity to play Nautilus Jungle, which is one of his other main picks this season.
Yes, I've been
So
traumatized by that this last season.
yeah, I have seen quite a bit from Nautilus Jungle with especially after the clear buffs within the recent months. So I won't ask you to divulge any secrets, but I will say we're looking forward to seeing how the next draft turns out. If
Me
there'll
too.
be any fun picks coming out, any fun takeaways from the enemy team. Um, is there anything you would love to see personally out of either team, really?
Oh gosh. I'm mostly looking forward to playing some new heroes. I often find that I fall into that, comfort trap more often than not. And so I think this is going to be good for me to just see a lot of really different drafts, and that's exciting. So that's what I'm excited to see. Nothing particular, just the spread of what's about to happen here, spread of heroes that we're going to see picked this evening. So I'm just glad to be here.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I
We're
will.
we're
I'll
glad
release
you
you
are
back to
here.
your. Yeah, I'll release you back to your team so you can continue strategizing. Good luck with
Okay,
next game.
thanks.
All right, so that was Graham. Now, sure.
Alrighty. So what we're gonna do in the meantime, everybody, while we are prepping for the next one, we are gonna take a small 5-minute breather here, and we will refresh our beverages, go grab some snacks, because I'll tell you what, some wild stuff is probably going to come up next. I mean, first Mel Top, and it clutched. So who knows what kind of surprise we'll end up with tonight. So we'll see you guys in just a few.